Good morning to all of you. As you all know that in our previous lecture we completed our lesson A Letter to God. Now it's time to discuss the question answer of this lesson. So we have 5 questions in this video. Alright, and the first question is, who does Lencho have complete faith in? Which sentence in the story tell you this? We all know that he had a great faith in God and God's mercy. And there are several sentences which showed us that how much he had faith in God. So the first sentence, the story is, only God could help us. Okay, the second sentence is, all through the night he just thought and thought about the God and taking help of the God. He wrote his letter addressed to God. Okay, and one more sentence is, he wrote in this letter that God, if you don't help me and my family will go hungry this year. So there are several sentences which shows his faith in God. When he received the money, again he wrote a letter to God because he thought that God couldn't make any mistake. Clear? So these are the sentences which shows his faith. So the next question is, why does the postmaster send money to Lencho? Why does he sign the letter God? So very simple question is this. This is because he didn't want to shake Lencho's faith in God. When he saw his great faith, he exclaimed that, what faith? Okay, in order not to shake or break his faith, his trust in God, he decided to send money to Lencho. And that is the reason he signed only God, because he made Lencho think that this money, or you can say that money, sent by the God, not by any other person. So that was the reason behind signing of God. Clear? The third question is, did Lencho try to find out who had sent the money to him? Why? Why not? No. He didn't even try to find out the money, who sent him the money. Why? Because I told you that he had a great faith. So he thought that this money was sent by the God. So he didn't even try to find out. His faith didn't allow him to find who sent him the money, or you can say who helped him. Because when we are reading the story, I told you, and we read that when he received the money, he wasn't surprised because he knew that God would definitely help him. Clear? Now the fourth question is, why does Lencho think has taken the rest of, not why, it's who does Lencho think has taken the rest of the money? What is the irony in the situation? So first I'll tell you the irony, what the meaning of irony. Remember that irony of a situation is an unexpected aspect of it. An ironic situation is strange or amusing because it is the opposite of what is expected. As I told you when we started our lesson, when I was giving a glimpse of this chapter, I told you that what is an irony. An irony is a literary term which refers to those situations which happen totally opposite from the expectations. Clear? So Lencho thought the post office employees stolen or taken the rest of money, or you can say 30 pesos, Clear, and he also called them the bunch of crook in the story. Clear. So this is the irony. This is the irony of the situation. The situation is that post office employees, they all contributed to help Lancho, but what they received? They received a letter from Lancho, and the letter called them bunch of crooks. So this is the ironical situation in this story. Clear? So the next question is, are there people like Lancho in the real world? What kind of a person would you say he is? You may select appropriate words from the box to answer the question. There are some words which representing the qualities of a person, and we have to pick out the best qualities or best word who refer Lancho. So no, there are no persons like Lancho in the real world. And he was a unquestioning and naive person. Now what is naive? Naive, you can say honest person. Okay, noble, a kind person. Why he was unquestioning? Because he was such a honest person. He was such a you can say a person that he believed in God truly. He doesn't need to have blame on anybody. He just wrote the letter. This shows his innocence. And when he received the money, again he was very innocent. We cannot say that he was stupid or selfish or greedy person, that he is demanding money from God. He is not greedy or stupid at all. He was just an honest person. Clear? So the last but not least, the question is, there are two kind of conflict in the story between human and nature and between humans themselves. How are these conflicts illustrated? So there are two kind of conflicts. We all know that the first conflict between humans and nature. So what is the conflict here? When Lancho expecting a little rain, a little shower, that rain turned into heavy, strong hailstone, and that hailstone destroyed his cornfield, his crops, and he had left nothing. Okay, and they thought that they would go hungry for the year, because I told you he was very poor farmer. And this is the conflict. This is the conflict because what are you expecting? The nature did totally opposite. You are expecting a little rain after he would sell his crops and get good earnings, but what happened? There come hailstorm and everything was ruined. Clear? And the second conflict between humans themselves, and the second conflict is the postmaster and the other employees and postmasters friends. They collected the money, they gave their part of salaries. Why? To help Lancho, to not shake Lancho's faith in God. But what happened then? Lancho blamed them for stealing the money. So that is the second conflict between Lancho and the post office employees, or you can say human themselves. Clear? So these are the two kind of conflicts. Alright. So these are the questions, and please write these questions on your fair notebook. Okay, you can make your own answers also. You can write these questions in your language also. I don't have any issue. Okay, and if you have any doubt, you can call me anytime. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.